There is one place in space that even scientists don't understand. It looks like nothing we have ever seen before. And now AI has found something incredible there. This could be proof of an alien world. Or it could be something else entirely. Welcome to my channel. This is the Twin Blob. It has an area in space that was only discovered relatively recently, but which has puzzled astronomers from all over the world. The strange thing about this blob is that it is in just a single object, but rather two objects. Not only that, these two objects are also identical in size, shape, and chemical composition. But how can this be possible? For years, astronomers were completely baffled by the twin blob. They didn't know what it was or why it was even there. There were lots of guesses, but no one knew for sure. However, recent advancements in technology have allowed us to finally start figuring out exactly what this phenomenon is all about. And thanks to powerful new AI, we may have just made a breakthrough in this mystery. You probably already know that the universe is full of weird things. You've got black holes, neutron stars, quasars, but few phenomena are as bizarre as the twin blob. To understand what's going on here, let's first take a look at where the twin blob is located. It's in the constellation of Cancer, about 650 million light years away from Earth. In astronomical terms, the twin blob is relatively close to us, which makes it a prime target for research. In fact, that's how it was discovered in the first place. In 2018, astronomers were using the Hubble Space Telescope to observe a group of galaxies when they noticed something strange. Two blobs in a region known as the antennae galaxies were identical in every way except for their location. At first, astronomers thought that this must have been a mistake. Perhaps the images had been misaligned, or there was some other explanation. But as they looked into it further, they realized that the two blobs were truly the same object. The question was, why? How could there be two identical blobs in the middle of space? Well, we now know the answer. And according to new research, the twin blob is actually one of the largest collections of cold gas ever discovered. That's right. Despite its strange appearance, the twin blob is actually a massive cloud of gas. The reason it looks so weird is because of the way it's interacting with the galaxies around it. As the gas cloud moves through space, it's constantly being pulled on by the gravity of nearby galaxies. This creates all kinds of strange shapes and features, like the two blobs we see today. The reason these blobs are identical is because the gas cloud split into two parts at some point in the past. But how did this happen? It turns out that there's a supermassive black hole at the center of the Antares galaxies. Over billions of years, this black hole has grown in size by consuming gas, dust, and even entire stars. As it's done this, it's released enormous amounts of energy, creating powerful jets of material that shoot out from the poles of the black hole. These jets of material carve out huge cavities in the gas clouds around them. And at some point in the past, they created a bubble that allowed the gas to escape. But once the bubble popped, the gas was free to move through space and eventually formed the twin blob we see today. Here's where the story gets really interesting. Astronomers believe that the twin blob is not just a random occurrence. Instead, it's a key part of the cycle of galaxy formation. You see, galaxies are not static objects. They're constantly evolving and changing. One way they change is by merging with other galaxies. When two galaxies collide, they form a new galaxy with a larger bulge. But galaxies don't just grow in size. They also grow in complexity. As a galaxy grows in size, the number of stars and planets within it also increases. Eventually, this leads to the formation of complex structures such as spiral arms and a central bulge. But all of this couldn't happen without the twin blob and other features like it. You see, as galaxies merge, they form huge clouds of gas. These clouds of gas are incredibly important because they're what allows stars to form. Stars form in gas clouds when the gas starts to collapse in on itself. The more gas you have, the more stars you can form. And the twin blob is one of the largest gas clouds we've ever seen. It's about 370,000 light years across. That's almost as big as our entire Milky Way galaxy! Thanks to the twin blob, astronomers have been able to learn a lot about how galaxies form. They've also been able to study star formation up close and personal. In fact, the twin blob is so large that astronomers can actually see individual stars forming within it. One of the most exciting things about the twin blob is that it gives us a window into the past, because the light from the twin blob takes 650 million years to reach us. We're seeing it as it was 650 million years ago. This means we can study how galaxies and gas clouds evolved over billions of years. And thanks to AI, we're now able to do this in even greater detail. For the first time, astronomers have used AI to analyze data from the twin blob. They fed the AI images of the twin blob and then asked it to identify any changes it could see. And what it found was incredible. The AI was able to identify hundreds of young stars that were not visible to the human eye. These stars are still in the process of forming, which makes them very difficult to detect. But the AI was up to the task. By analyzing the light coming from the twin blob, the AI was able to identify these stars, even though they were invisible to Hubble. This is just the beginning. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface of what the AI can do. In the future, astronomers plan to use AI to study the twin blob in even greater detail. They hope to use it to identify even more young stars, and perhaps even planets. They may also use it to study other gas clouds in the universe and see if they, too, are evolving in the same way. This is a very exciting development. Who knows what else AI might be able to help us discover about the twin blob? The twin blob is one of the most mysterious and fascinating objects in the universe. Now that we're using AI to study it, we're sure to learn even more about this incredible phenomena. Perhaps one day we'll even find evidence of life there? Maybe there are planets in the twin blob that are similar to Earth. Maybe there are even intelligent alien civilizations living there. If that's true, then the twin blob could be one of the most important discoveries in human history. Of course, that's just speculation, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. One thing's for sure, though. The twin blob is a reminder that there is still so much we do understand about the universe. No matter how much we learn, there will always be more to discover. And that's what makes astronomy such an exciting field. With each new discovery, we're learning more about the universe and our place in it. Who knows what other secrets the universe is hiding? Maybe one day we'll find another twin blob or something even more amazing. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.